Welcome to the Sports Hangover. I'm Michael Benatar, joined alongside J Dawg.
What's up, Mike? The traveling circus continues. I'm in Portland, Oregon this week.
It looks good. It seems like as you move, you upgrade occasionally. Like the last place didn't look this good, and this place looks really good. You have a good backdrop. If anybody's watching on YouTube or Facebook, whatever, Jeremy looks good in this one. I like this place.
Thank you. Yeah, please watch us. We're live on video. We're on demand on video, so you can watch us live or later. I'm in Portland. It's great. It's not Seattle. I love Seattle. Still trying to figure out Portland, trying to figure out the vibe. It's a little different. If you've been here, you know what I mean. So we're just sampling the local restaurants, the local breweries, and we'll have a full report by the end of the week.
Good, because I think what we need to do is a summer, hit list with our food expert, Justin Gay. He's got to come back on. So maybe you can tell him what's hot in Portland right now. I told you should have went to the vegan strip club. And I don't know.
I still don't know what that means. Or
there's like a strip club
anything.
that is a vegan strip club. They serve only vegan food at the strip club.
I was not aware of that.
Yeah, so you should check it out. You got a lot of time on your hands in the afternoon. You're working East Coast hours. Who knows? You could end up at the vegan strip club for dinner tonight.
It's great. I just love the West Coast. You get up early, you're done early. Like it's 3 o'clock here now. And what am I going to do? I have all afternoon to do something.
You get it now, right? It's great.
I get it.
I
do.
So there's not a lot going on, but the NHL playoffs and the NBA playoffs started. I know you have not watched either, right? Or have you?
I haven't watched either, and it's a great tease to talk about both of those, but I have something much more important.
Okay.
Please
go.
Just place any soundbite you want.
It's not even plugged in. So you go, and then the next round of sound I'll have.
All right. So this is up our alley, Mike. I think you know this. UFOs are real, and 60 Minutes is the best journalism in the world, and they covered it for 20 minutes on Sunday. And I thought one of the most impactful things the host on 60 Minutes said when he introed the piece is 60 Minutes has been around for over 60 years, and we've never once covered aliens or UFOs, and now they are. So I just want to paint that picture. So basically, there's all these objects flying around. The military and the Navy, they all know about it, yet they don't know what these objects are. They don't know if it's another country or aliens.
So this is all coming from the COVID relief fund where they wrote it in. They said the government needs to tell us about aliens. So in 2 weeks from now, we'll have a full deposition of all the knowledge that the government knows on aliens. So that's why I think a lot of people are coming out. They're talking about it. It's not as exciting as I thought I would be. When aliens are real. I believe in aliens. I believe in Sasquatch. I believe in ghosts. I believe in a lot of dumb shit. But when I see the aliens on the video, I wasn't that excited because it's like a little blurb. We're not really sure. They're going underwater.
But Mike, what is it? It's the military is telling you it's not us.
Yes. So it's not us. But then there's all these other theories like, they actually live in the moon and we're actually just like a little test case to see what's going on, or they live underwater. We've only explored 1% of our water in the oceans. So we don't know where these things live. We don't even know what's going on underneath.
But something's out there. They're unidentified. Is all we can say so far. But I just read this quote that resonated, and I hope you watch the 60 Minutes report. There's a lot of good content out there, and you're right. The director of national intelligence is slated to brief Congress in the next month or two. That could be pushed back, they say, to the end of the summer to reveal their true findings. And again, we're not ready for this. I just want to read this quote that Ezra Klein wrote about, and just to get us thinking about what could happen. He goes, even if you think all discussion of aliens is ridiculous, it's fun to let the mind roam over the implications. The way I've framed the thought experiment in recent conversations is this. Imagine tomorrow an alien craft crashed down in Oregon. There are no life forms in it. It's effectively a drone, but it's undeniably extraterrestrial in origin. So we are faced with the knowledge that we're not alone, that we are perhaps being watched, and we have no way to make contact with them. How does that change human culture and society forever? And I think that's a very real thing based on the reporting that we're seeing with 60 Minutes, the idea that these things are out there, the idea that they could fail technologically and come crashing down to Earth, and that will just blow up everything. You thought COVID was bad. Wait for that.
So it's kind of tough because this gives the crazies some more fuel to just go berserk, or the people that are. Have you ever seen that show where all the people in New York City are prepping for disaster, where they're ready with weapons and they prep all the time? Their whole family's birds an alert, and they're prepping for a disaster to happen. I think a lot of people are going to go that direction, but I don't know if it's going to change many people's thoughts until we have an alien like talking to us, because your parents, my dad, whoever, like, you're not going to convince them that aliens are real. Like, they're old, they're past, they're not going to believe this anymore. So until one actually lands, I don't think it's going to change anybody's mind. Seeing these videos, really cool, really exciting. Possibly people are watching us. We don't know what to do with it. We can't defend it. I've seen one where it's like, yeah, we can't defend ourselves against whatever these guys are doing because of the way they maneuver in the air. In a way, it's scary, but the other hand, it's like kind of exciting. Like, obviously they haven't attacked us, so maybe we're just like their dumb experiment that they left us here, and we're like some dummies just walking around seeing what can happen.
Yeah, we could do a whole podcast on the reasons why they're watching us and not like attacking us or doing anything with us. Like, are we a simulation for them, and they're just keeping an eye on us as we play things out? Are they giving us tests like Trump and coronavirus and climate change, and it's going to keep giving us tests until we like fail and the world ends? Like there's a lot of reasons out there.
And do you believe now? The abductions always seemed a little cuckoo for me, but now I'm like, okay. This could be really happening. They're examining us. They're seeing what's going on. Like, what are you? I'm all in on this. I can't wait to see what happens. Maybe we'll be in Europe when this all like launches, and it'll be a big party.
We'll be stuck there forever. The aliens are upon us, and so this isn't going away. We can finally like put our COVID behind us. We're all vaccinated, roaring 20s. Let's figure out the aliens next. That's next on the list.
All right. So can we talk hockey? I'm gonna pull this up here. This is just, I tweeted this out before the show. I'm gonna try to tweet picks for games so everybody can make money. Over the weekend, I was in Big Bear, was there Monday night watching hockey, and no one else was there. I was in a bar basically by myself, eating dinner, watching, just a little like mental vacation, hanging out. Yeah, by myself, hanging out in Big Bear, kayaking, drinking beer by myself. It was a lot of fun. And then I made friends with 3 bartenders, and I made them all gamble on hockey. And I had so much fun. It made me realize, like, God, I really miss the bar life, just going, hanging out, watching the game. So I gambled on the game, live bet it, won some money. So I think I'm just going to continue it. I'm going to try to tweet out every game. Follow us on Twitter. Here are all the games tonight. These are all my picks. And you can obviously parlay them. I'm taking the Capitals, the Canes, Oilers, and the Blues, all to win.
So those are tonight's, but what happened in Big Bear? How much did you win?
In Big Bear, we bet live on the Boston game when they were down 1 and they went into overtime, and then they won the game, put $50 on it, won $600 on the game.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And I was a little tipsy. So everybody was there. They're like, all right, we're all going to bet it. They all bet it. They all won $600.
Oh my gosh. So you made all the bartenders so much money.
They all won some money. So
ever.
Yeah, so it's fun. So I'm just going to try to get back into it. I feel like we're about to go into, the dog days of summer where there is no content. And I really think I got to enjoy this time. Like, I'm going to watch. I got a Lakers shirt on tonight. I'm going to gamble on the basketball game. I'm trying to get back.
You're not going to watch it. You might gamble on it.
Oh yeah, I'll gamble on it. I'm not going to watch it.
Don't watch it. Well, it's interesting the point you make. So we are entering late May, early June is coming. Normally hockey playoffs are about done. NBA playoffs are about done. They're just starting because the season was delayed. So we're getting some bonus action this summer. I don't know if we need to go to the Tebow book of content. We might be able to just keep it clean with current sports.
And we may or may not be in a place where we can gamble soon. So hopefully they're still on and we can gamble and watch the sport. It's kind of fun. Like, you haven't had this in a while. Last year you watched it. Everybody was in a bubble. Literally. Like, the players were. It was not as fun. So we're back. So
how about the solo bar scene? I mean, coming out of COVID, 15 months of not going to the bar by yourself, that's nice, right?
I really enjoyed it. I was just hanging out, drinking. Everybody's really nice. And it's weird when you're alone. I feel like the bartenders want to talk to you. I feel like they reach out. They're like, hey, how you doing? Like, where are you from? Like, okay, yeah, I'll talk to you. And then just one thing led to another. And this guy's a degenerate gambler, and he wanted to talk about gambling. So that's what we ended up talking about.
The listeners know I'm on this nomadic journey, so I'm spending a lot of times in bars by myself like this, sometimes not by myself, but most of the time by myself, Mike. And so I am doing the same thing. I'm chatting up people around me, chatting up the bartender. Sometimes complete silence is great. I'm just on my phone. Sometimes people are reading a book. I haven't gone that far, but apparently reading a book at the bar is like a thing as well.
I never liked the people reading a book at a bar. Like, why don't you just do this at home? It's actually quieter. Maybe you can focus a little better.
But they've been home for 15 months, so
that's true. Okay. That's true. So how are you liking the dinner scene? I always felt like the one meal alone was dinner, and it always feels awkward because everybody, no matter what you do, always coupled up. Lunchtime, breakfast, people are always going to be alone. You're going out to lunch for, whatever. How have you gotten past that? Because that's,
Well, I'm not normally like a solo traveler,
Yes.
solo diner. I mean, in my normal life, I'm pretty social, but I would do it at airports a lot. And that's where my experience would be in airports, just traveling for work or whatever by myself. And I always enjoyed it. So I'm just extrapolating that out to the cities I'm in now, Seattle and Portland. And it's great. It's a comfortable vibe and everyone's just happy to be out. Like in these cities, especially, which are pretty liberal and have been shut down for all 15 months. I think people are just stoked to be out and it's like a celebratory spirit. And again, we're not even at Memorial Day. Biden's saying July 4th. No. Get your swag right now. It's thesportshangover.com. Right. We have shirts for the summer. We have tanks. We have comfy travel clothes. Wherever you're heading, if it's France or somewhere else, we got you covered with all the gear.
So last week I mentioned how Dak was the number 4th highest paid person on the Forbes list.
I wanted to talk more about this. I have the whole list now.
I have the whole list too. I thought, I have the whole list in front of me. I can't believe he's on the damn list.
You made me think about it. No, you made me think about it. I have a little game ready for it. You want to play the game?
Yeah, let's play the game.
Bullshit or believe? Did you get that?
Bullshit whoa, I got that. Bullshit or believe.
Wow, he's got it.
Bullshit or believe time. Bullshit or believe.
I just want you to we're going to run through this list of the top 10, and I know you know who's on it. Tell me if they're worth that much money. Bullshit or believe. Tell me if they're worth it.
So where do you want to start? Number 10?
Start with number 10, Kevin Durant, the guy who misses all those NBA games. $75 million. Mm-hmm. And this is this year, right? This is all in 1 year deal.
In 1 year. So this is like what the highest paid that year. So I guess 2020 or is this 2021? Whatever.
I think it's 2020. Yeah. But Kevin Durant's coming at number 10. The second highest basketball player, $75 million. Bullshit or belief?
So I believe it just because he has a shoe deal with Nike. And he also does a lot of investing. So he does like he's big in Silicon Valley. That's when he was there. And I think he partnered with a lot of people with venture firms. Everybody that's getting paid a lot of money now realize I should be doing something active with it. And I think a lot of these guys start doing more of those things. But I'm actually surprised he's not getting paid more. Because you would say what? Top 3 in the NBA? Like names people know?
Yeah, for sure. Top 10, but he misses all these games. We did this TSH investigates and he misses so many games. He's not deserving. And so it should be bullshit.
Well, you're still going to get your salary and contract and everything. And he just signed like a super max with the Nets, who might be the next champions of the NBA. So
you've been saying that for a while. We'll see. All right. Tom Brady at number 9, $76 million. How do you argue with that?
Can't argue with it. Feel like he should be worth more. Like he has Uggs. Doesn't he have like Uggs deal and a watch deal? He's got a lot of like partnerships.
Yeah, exactly.
And a TB12, his TB12 method.
Exactly. Lewis Hamilton. We just had some bug spray dropped off. We had some ants in the Airbnb. So this is a service you get. Oh, nice. I
thought there was like a ghost action going on. I didn't know what was happening.
Thank you. Very nice. All right, number 8, Lewis. You saw like a little shadow.
Yeah, I was like, what's happening?
Bug spray. We had an ant. All right, Lewis Hamilton, number 8. Never heard of him, but he's an F1 driver. Apparently, $82 million. Bullshit or believe?
If Europeans love them, that's the thing. I don't watch F1 racing.
The F1 series on Netflix is supposed to be really good. It's like a Hard Knocks of F1 Formula One.
I'm not a big car guy, so I don't like watching people go in circles. So
this is a long list. Maybe we should go faster. Roger Federer, $90 million. Bullshit or believe?
I believe it. Why don't we can bounce up to top 3 because these are the guys that get paid a ton of money. And number 1 is very surprising. People might want to know.
Neymar is on there. LeBron obviously deserves it. Dak was 4. All right, top 3. So number 3, Cristiano Ronaldo in 1 year is going to make $120 million.
But these are like the soccer players. To us, we don't even have an athlete this big because everybody loves soccer over there. They love nothing else but soccer. They don't watch football. They don't watch hockey. They don't watch anything like that. It's all soccer. So I get it. If you're the number 1 athlete, you're going to do it. So you're going to pay a lot of money.
All right. Same thing with number 2, Messi, $130 million. Soccer. Yeah. International exposure, but much better than domestic.
Didn't number 1 surprise you at all that he got paid this much?
Yeah. How many fights is he doing for $180 million?
So Conor McGregor is number 1. He got paid $180 million. Now, I think it's because he sold his whiskey company. He sold it like Proper Gentleman or whatever. Yeah, he sold his whiskey company. So I think he got a big payout this year. I don't think he's going to be on it next year. He'll probably be bottom 10. Because I don't think he hasn't fought in years. Who knows? But yeah, it's a very weird.
He's been doing stuff recently where he's at all these resorts and he like goes squares up with the guys. Have you seen this? Like an average guy, like when you see him, he like squares up for 10 seconds, like nose to nose. Yeah. And then it's like, you have that forever. I don't know.
I would love that. Weird. Yeah, I would love it. Yeah, he probably.
Well, you would tower over him. He's so short.
No way. He's not. How short is he?
He's like a little fella.
No.
He's not that tall.
He looks
5'9".
tall. He looks tall.
5'9".
Right.
We could look that up.
What do you want to do? You want to do J Dawg or?
Let's do J Dawg. Yeah.
All right.
J Dawg Takes On.
He's 5'9".
It's 5'9". Huh.
He's 5'9". I'm taller than him. Even our shortest friend Sam is taller than him.
It was just his birthday, so shout out to Sam.
He's actually shrinking with his old age, so I'm not sure he is taller than him.
Yeah, we don't. We haven't seen
J Dawg Takes On. Gotta get the sponsor read. And J Dawg Takes On is brought to you by Baha Mar. It's always travel season in the Bahamas. They're back and better than ever. Open. No COVID test required. Just your vaccination card for Baha Mar. Maybe get a free night free. Call them up and see what you can do.
I love
it. All
right.
J Dawg Takes On. It's a double dip this week.
Okay.
We've got one that's topical and one that's been on my mind. All right. The first one is baseball. We have a problem in baseball, and I know you're not concerned about it, but you're going to like this. Baseball's unwritten rules are trash, and these traditionalists are killing the game. The White Sox have a manager who's 76 years old, Tony La Russa. He was really good 25 years ago at the Cardinals. Not anymore. One of his players hit a home run, Mike. Hit a home run on a 3-0 pitch, right?
Okay.
They happened to be winning the game by 9 runs at the time. It was like 14-5. He ripped his own player for hitting the home run. He said, we have a problem with this guy. Now, he's the manager of the team. We have a problem with this guy. And if you want to go and pitch at him, go ahead and pitch at him. The next night, they're throwing balls at this guy. And Tony La Russa, the manager of the team, he's saying, it's okay. They handled it properly. That's what you do in baseball. What? All because the guy hit a home run on a 3-0 count in a 14-5 game. This is what's wrong with baseball. He's paid to hit bombs. He's paid to be exciting. Let him do his job. Baseball is too old sometimes.
I agree it's too old, but I don't know what these unwritten rules are. I never played baseball, never got into it. I got the free download on my Xbox. I started playing, what's it called? I started playing MLB The Show or something, right? Is that really? What it's called?
You're playing that? Yeah.
I'm terrible at it. It's not as fun as I thought. Then I started playing NHL. NHL's where it's at. That game is great. But I don't know these unwritten rules. I didn't know that existed. It's almost like an etiquette. Like, oh, you shouldn't hit a home run. Like, I get it. You shouldn't, like, if you're up by 10 goals, you don't go out there and try your hardest and fight somebody and try to score.
But what if you do score up 7-8 goals? Is that okay? Are you going to get hit by the other team?
Oh, you're going to get hit by the other team for sure.
Why? Well, you're paid to score.
I think it's like it's almost like you want to shift motivation. If you're in hockey, like if you're down 3 goals, you're going to get out there and fight somebody or change the momentum of the game. Now, baseball, I do not understand. The momentum of the game is like a snail's pace. They get so bored. I see clips of people trying to, like, they're putting stuff on each other's backs. They're chewing bubble gum. They're chewing whatever they're chewing, but it's they're like bored. They don't know what to do. So they're just making up bullshit. I don't know. I don't like baseball. I don't even know. I don't know these rules. So if you have any other rules.
The rules are terrible.
Okay,
the
good.
rules are terrible. My next J Dawg Takes On, unless you have a J Dawg Takes On.
I don't have a J Dawg Takes On. No.
I have one more. I have 2. Okay. It's going back to the draft, but this one's been on my mind. And I keep thinking about it.
Okay.
The Jets are getting a free pass for drafting Zach Wilson. And we're all just saying, yeah, Zach Wilson should have gone second. And the whole thing about the draft was who goes third. Shanahan chose Trey Lance. We saw Fields fall to the Bears. We saw Mac Jones fall to the Patriots. Why do the Jets think Zach Wilson's the guy? Zach Wilson looks like a child. Zach Wilson is probably Conor McGregor's height at 5'9". We talked about how he's going from Mormons and BYU to New York City and what a transition that's going to be for him. I think he's going to fail miserably. I think the Jets are going to fail miserably. And I think the Jets are getting a free pass just because the guy had one good season of college football.
Who are the 2 teams right now? It's like Houston and somebody else to be the worst teams in the league, right? Like the odds. I don't know where I saw it the other day, but it was Houston and somebody else.
Yeah, who would that be?
It was Houston. I could look it up, but it was definitely Houston and somebody. I don't know if the Jets are going to be that bad. Like, this has to be an upgrade for somebody, right? Sam Darnold was a waste. Not doing anything. Now he's somewhere else. Maybe it's going to be a little better for him, but yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to look it up, but God, these odds, where are these odds? Let's go.
The Texans are definitely going to be the worst.
Yeah. If Deshaun doesn't come back, it's going to be really bad. All right. I can't find this. You can keep talking, but I'll keep looking.
I wonder who that second team was. I think the Texans will be the worst. I'd put the Jets right there with the Texans. I think the Texans have some leftover talent if you consider Brandon Cook's talent. I don't know. Maybe they don't have much.
Everybody's gone. right? Everybody.
They kept a few. They have like David Johnson still and Duke Johnson, right? They have the Johnson boys. They drafted a quarterback up high. They have Tyrod to play this year. Yeah, they'll be terrible. That's not what it's about. The Jets, they're going to be just as bad, and you should hammer the under on the Jets and don't buy any potential. Don't buy the dip with the Jets.
No, but do bet them maybe during the week. Just if they're down by whatever plus 19, you take them. You got to take them there.
I think that's you minus 19 the other side.
What else? I got Scandal City more with Aaron Rodgers. Do you want to talk about Aaron Rodgers, or do we want to not talk about him? It's more about the coach.
Before you get into it, I just want to say something about Aaron Rodgers, and it kind of clicked for me recently. I've always defended Aaron Rodgers, and I've always said that he should have more rings than he does. And I've always said that he should have more resources around him than he does. And I think Aaron Rodgers is really just realizing what I've been saying this whole time, Mike. I think he's been listening to the Sports Hangover when you think about it, because Aaron Rodgers is saying something years after I first raised the flag on him. And I've been defending him all this time. And I talked about how Mike McCarthy ruined him. And I talked about how the drafting of Jordan Love ruined him. I was just a few years ahead of this curve. And maybe that's another reason to continue defending the guy, because I was right about it.
So listen, this is from some guy on Twitter. I don't know if he's putting out fake news, but it's like the locker room, like shaming Matt LaFleur and like calling him Matt Lepore, saying like, it's just like weird things in the locker room that Aaron Rodgers was like leading or letting happen. So I don't know if this is something that can be fixed. Like when you're so like, this guy came in, I thought the team was looking okay, right? Like 2 years ago, they were like decent. Maybe even last year, but
they're very decent.
Yeah, but it's just like, there's always these teams that you look at and you're like, oh, they're not going to get past that part because they don't have it this year. They don't have that. Like even with Tom Brady, we're like, we don't really know what his ceiling is, but it doesn't look like he's reached it yet, and they won a Super Bowl, right? You see those teams, you're like, no, they're good, but they're not great. And I think that's how I always saw the Packers. Like they were always like, some nights they could be great, and other nights they're just shit the bed.
And it really depends on Rodgers in general. If he played a good game, they probably won. If he didn't, they probably lost. And maybe that shouldn't be all on his ass, because if they had a good defense at some point in the last 15 years, maybe they could have won a game for him. And I don't think that happened to him.
Jeremy, when he is a Denver Bronco and they go to the Super Bowl and win it, then we can say he needed some more assets around him. And maybe he was right to be mad, but who knows?
It'll be interesting. He's going to be on a different team at some point, and maybe I'll live in the city that he's in. I've got a guess that tweet.
Ooh, where's that one? Yeah, I don't know where that one is. I don't know where that is.
Let's play Guess That Tweet.
It's not really a guess, but I just wanted to share it because it's a tweet and it's funny. And it kind of gives you into a peek of one specific NFL franchise that listens to our show. Najee Harris is a new Steeler running back from the NFL draft. And he has a quote about his transition from college at Alabama to the NFL. Are you ready for this? This is a real quote
I know this
on Twitter. We've got hella free time compared to Alabama. And that is all you need to know about what the Steelers are doing with their non-complicated offense, apparently, their non-off-season game planning, apparently, and just the difference between a Nick Saban college program and a Mike Tomlin NFL franchise.
Now, it's off-season, right? Like, how hard are you working off in the off-season? You're not – is there OTAs right now?
I mean, you're working out,
You're working out, but it's not like mandatory. If you wanted to go take a vacation, you could, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how it works. I don't know how the schedule works.
Yeah.
But it's not looking good for the Steelers. I know the Steelers fans have lots of hope, but I don't think this is the year. It's not going to.
I don't think many years in the future are the year. You got what you got. I hope you enjoyed the 2010s, and now it's over.
Yeah, it's just
sorry, Lou.
Yeah, it's just like the Patriots. Like they were big and good, and I don't think they were being good for a while. But who knows? Maybe.
You're right. The Patriots hopefully enter the same downturn as the Steelers. What's the hangover hotline number for Lou to rebuttal this?
Oh, yeah, Lou. Hit us up. It is 323-334-0239. I'll put it up. Whoop, that's not the one. I don't know even where it is. Hold on.
Different website? Is that your vegan strip club website?
Yes, there it is. Hangover hotline.
Yeah.
Call us. Call us right now. Somebody's watching, so if they can call us right now too. Maybe I can.
It's probably one of our parents.
All right. I have some food news. We haven't done food news in a while.
Find that one. It'll take them a minute for sure.
Here's what I found. Here's some news for food news.
Okay. Jeremy, you're going to be in town soon. We're going to finally go into Chavez Ravine and go to the Dodger Stadium. Never been inside. I think we have like a picture of you like walking up to the gate. We're going to go in, and recently they just put in a Shake Shack. Not In-N-Out. In-N-Out said they didn't want to be in there. Shake Shack to me reminds me more of like East Coast, New York, but Shake Shack's in there. So they got some good food, big beers, big pretzels. Are you excited? Are you excited for Shake Shack? That's a good.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Now, my only experience with Shake Shack in a baseball stadium, humble brag, I was sitting in the Mets owner's box behind home plate, and they allow the option of Shake Shack to be delivered to your seat for free from center field, which is like such a long walk. Now, that was the owner's box. I don't think we'll be there for the Dodgers, so we might have to pay for it ourselves. We might have to stand in line ourselves. But super excited. The greasiest burger. And I think you might have to get a milkshake too. So you're going to have to go in the dairy route for that.
That's okay. I'm into the dairy route. Then I also found, do you know who the Myrtle Beach Pelicans are? They have like a baseball bat of beer for $1. It's huge. It's like this huge beer.
Was it Big Cat who tweeted that out? Is that where you saw that?
I know. I saw it like I was reading something. I'm like, damn, this looks great. Dodgers Stadium does not have that. You're going to be like
it'll be much more expensive. Yes. But I do need to be on my best behavior for entering Chavez Ravine. Like, take no chances as you go in. I'm going to be like super on point.
Yeah, sober. Just walk in sober. That's all.
That's right. That's all. That's hard to do. Mike, tune-in alert for next week for the listeners. We're going to be in the same place, and things always get weird when me and you record from the same place. Yeah, so that's a reason to watch and listen next week.
It's going to be awkward. I think we're just going to sit here and face the camera and talk. Because I have no other way. One camera. We can get multiple
and not look at each other. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it'll be weird.
I might record from upstairs just like this, so we keep it SOP.
That's good. Okay, we can do that. Yeah. So next week you'll be here. We're gonna do a lot of activities. We're gonna go. You're gonna watch me play hockey. We're gonna go watch baseball. See what happens.
Good activities. Tell me more about your Lakers shirt. It's kind of cool for people that can't see it.
Championship Lakers shirt. Wearing it tonight. Gonna gamble on the game. Just trying to really. I felt like I wasn't into it, and I'm just really immersing myself into all the sports. I'm going to watch it, just put it on every TV, put a game on this TV, put a game on that TV, just have the sound on, sports are back.
This is how it should be in a post-COVID world.
And we're going to go to a basketball game, a baseball game. The last game I went to, a sports game. What a sports game. I went to the Lakers game in February of last year.
Really? Wow. Yeah. You could add COVID there and you never knew it.
Never knew. Everybody.
It was definitely in LA. Yeah.
Definitely here. Check out the sportshangover.com. We have tons and tons of swag up there right now. Get it in. Summer is almost here. Tank season is upon us. So go to the Sports Hangover. We'll hopefully be putting up some more swag next week. I'm going to be putting out a ton of like team branded swag, I think. Championship, like playoff teams. I'm going to try to put all that up. So nice. It'll be good. Cool. And follow us on Twitter at TSH Podcast, and I'll be tweeting out tons and tons of picks, and hopefully we all make money. That's all we need.
Yeah, if you're gonna make the bartenders money, at least make our listeners money too.
So hopefully these all hit tonight. Hopefully it's not a bust. All right, if we don't get arrested, molested, or abused, hopefully we are back next week. Bye.